Ain't no half stepping with Marcus J. Live from the Den, Legacy Internet Radio. Thank y'all to everybody that is listening to the show, rocking with us. We appreciate everybody who is listening to us on TuneIn and on Streamer. We appreciate those folks that are listening to the replays right now on YouTube as well as on iTunes. Of course, y'all rock with us. We rolling with y'all. 804-402 2893 is the number to dial to be a part of the discussion. We appreciate you. We appreciate, of course, our guests that are in the room. Our sister Neek is here. Big Bro Joe is here. Of course, Mr. 3375 is here. And the big sis, the co-host of the show, our sister SY, is in the building right now. Ain't no half step on Marcus J. All right, Mr. 3375, we're going to have the Champipple room here in a minute. But before we have the Champipple room, we got a caller that's calling in right now. Caller, you on the live line. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
This is DJ Renee Melendez. How you doing?
Hey, DJ.
I was calling in because I had a shovel and a broom for the cleanup man over there.
Hey, look, hey, Renee, I'm going to tell you something, right? That's my sister. That's my twin from the neighborhood in Jersey, and I know how she do. She got a comment for Big Bro Joe, and I'm going to let you talk to y'all two talk.
But hold up. Before you do it, I'm sorry.
He said he's sorry, Renee.
Don't take it, girl. Don't take it.
Renee, he said he's sorry.
He laughing. Don't take it.
Renee, he said he's sorry. What you gonna say?
That's right.
I mean, hey, an apology is a dime a dozen. The road to hell was paved with good intentions.
Right. There you go.
Yes.
I guess I'm on my way.
He said
with gasoline draws
you know,
on.
you got on gasoline boxes.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Get
sir.
greeted at the gate by Satan himself.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Ain't no half
I'ma
step
put the
with
fire
Marcus
out.
J. Whatnot. He's humbly apologizing. He said to me in the break, he said, "Man, I ain't mean nothing by it." So I think you should give him a little bit of pass, Renee. You gonna give him a little bit of a break, just a little.
I'm gonna give him a pass this time.
This time. All right, listen,
But
check it.
That's like saying all brown skinned people is African, and you got Haitians and Dominicans and dark skinned Cubans and dark skinned Puerto Ricans.
Well, you know they all came from Africa, though, right?
We all from Africa, baby.
Okay, good. As long as we agree about that. Hey, listen,
Yeah, we always on the same
now
page
we got
about
that.
that one.
We got that thing that you and me talked about earlier. We're gonna talk about that in the next segment, so don't touch that. But is there anything in the previous segment that you want to comment on now before we let you go and have you potentially call back in the next segment?
Love you, Renee.
I'll call back on the.
You hear him, right?
On the next segment.
You hear him, right?
But
you hear him.
I hear him. He got that Keith Sweat whine in his voice right now.
That's Lenny.
He said that's Lenny.
Girl, you know,
Yeah, he's about to break out the Kleenex and stuff and get down on the knees. But it's cool. We're gonna let it ride for now. Just don't do that no more.
There you go.
All right.
Donald Trump.
Yes.
I still say Donald Trump is Frankenstein.
Yes.
I still stand by that. And as long, I was looking at on the news that clip of the brother that was in the stands that beat up the white guy that was holding up, I guess he had a flag or a poster or something like that. That looked so staged. That looked like something out of a WWE exhibition or match or something like that.
Yeah.
Because I can't see a black man punching a white man in the face like that, stomping him. I mean, he was getting it in, and all them white people was just sitting in they chairs, just looking around like it's nothing. They not jumping in, they ain't intervening.
Yeah.
And then the little black lady tapped him on the shoulder, and all of a sudden he stops.
Right.
Well, I don't know.
You know one reason why? You know why I didn't get into that, Renee? And I saw it. You know why I didn't get into it? Because I looked at that just like you did, just like everybody else did, and I felt like that was so staged. That
it was.
I thought it was so staged because the reality is, and I mean no disrespect towards my own people, but ain't too many black men that's going into a white place and starting to fight.
I disagree.
Nope.
You can disagree with me
I'll
all
go
you
into
you,
it, but
you,
you know I
yeah,
will.
you can say that all you want.
Man, you been
But the
with
truth, but the
Let me
truth
tell
of the
you something,
matter
Mr.
is,
3375. Let me tell you
no,
something.
that's Big
Nah,
Bro
That
Joe.
brother, if that was
No, that's Big
Bro
Joe.
If that wasn't staged, okay, they'd have been picking that dude up bloody.
Yes.
But I'm not
dragging
saying
him
it
out.
wasn't
agree.
staged.
There's no
please,
way
don't
in the world
disagree.
you're going to tell me that wasn't staged.
But he made the statement that he doesn't think that people would do. Yeah, I would, because I'm gonna tell you, real talk. I'd have been slinging some. I might have gone out bloody and stage, but it'd have been a Nat Turner moment. I mean that.
I mean, it's okay that you mean that. I mean, but that's
but
you. That's you.
I agree with Marcus. No disrespect to our people, but I could see, okay, because now you're talking about a person that's saying, for the older man that beat up the young black kid, I'm gonna pay his legal fees.
Yes.
Now I could see if they approached that dude on the street, he might have been out there protesting against Trump. They said, "Listen, we give you $10,000 because that's nothing to Donald Trump,
Yes,
mind you.
absolutely.
We give you $10,000. You come in here. We're gonna point out somebody. We're gonna stage this fight. Here's $10,000. You start a fight in there."
Yeah. No, I know.
And
I totally agree.
not for nothing. These people are out here. A lot of people hurting for money, and they'll do it.
Absolutely. And I'll take it. I'll take it a step further. You know, when you look at the media buzz that went around how you had KKK and you had, you know, supremacists and all of these kinds of people that are supporting Trump, I wouldn't put it past him to put a black man in a situation where he is the antagonizer to change the narrative. I wouldn't put it past Trump, because I've also said that politically he is the most savvy and the smartest person that's running for president with regards to strategy and working people.
Well, we're not gonna disagree.
We're
That
not disagreeing on that.
But
and
that
then the
alone
last,
is what makes it a scary
yes,
time.
Dangerous.
absolutely,
Because
absolutely.
he's manipulating people, and he's manipulating the minds of people so strategically, okay, that for me personally, and I don't know if anybody else would disagree with this, that scares the hell out of me. Because if he thinks he's going to manipulate somebody like Putin or Kim Jong-un over in North Korea, who just launched missiles into their East Coast, which would be our Hawaii, okay, to send a warning signal. So if he goes and he pisses these people off, what's going to happen to us? Think about that, Big Bro Joe.
He's military, so he's with you.
I
He's
totally
military.
agree
He's
with you on that. No. You're not getting any negative feedback me on that. I agree with you wholeheartedly. I still say that Donald Trump has got to be one of the smartest candidates. You know what?
He's brilliant.
I'm a conspiracy theorist, as I've stated earlier. I wouldn't put it past Donald Trump to be in with Hillary.
See, now I've heard this conspiracy. I completely disagree with that.
Then I mentioned this last week when we were talking.
Yes, you did. I completely disagree with it. I
think that
we overstate. I think we overstate how important Hillary Clinton is.
No. Wait a minute. I think you took what I said out of context. I didn't. When I say in cahoots with, I mean as far as what will benefit Donald Trump. In the points, well, like I say, he's beat up all of the Republicans. He's made that point clear, and we stated that 25 years ago. He stood there and stated that he would run as a Republican because they stupid.
Yes.
Guess what? He has proven that they are stupid.
Yes, he has.
When he has divided a group of people who thought they were the top end of everything going on,
yes,
and he has only to beat Hillary Clinton, but. Now, I'm not going to say, because Hillary has her power. Bill was the first black president. I'm not going to let that go.
Please don't ever say that again on this show.
All right, Bill was the second black. Well, now I'm going to say that one more time. He had more connotation. All right,
Bill
whatever.
Clinton was the worst president for black people in the history of
if you want to sit there and say certain things, okay, fine. But like I
don't ever say
said,
that.
whatever. But since this is your show, and I
got
can
nothing
say
to do
what
with
I
my
want to
show.
say.
If we was out in a club in the street and you
what?
said that, I would say the same thing.
And I would look at you sideways.
And I'm looking at you sideways.
Okay, well, just
Is there a problem here?
Kick it.
You want to
But
fight?
the thing about it is, Marcus, though, you think back to 20 years ago, black folks loved Bill Clinton.
Yeah.
They loved him. No matter how bad of a president he was, when you looked at the options that were on the table, they loved Bill Clinton.
Now in this case,
the race between Hillary and Bernie, it looks like she's coming out ahead, and Donald pretty much has the Republican nod on lock. So now it's like you got to pick your poison here.
Here's what I'm going to say in this. I'm going to, because I need to get to Mr. 3375 in the Champipple room. So I'm going to end the Donald Trump conversation here and have you call back on that other thing that we talked about, Renee, once we get to it in the next segment. Don't tease it. We'll talk about it when we get to it. But the thing is, I think the American electorate is all about popularity, and a lot of this is a popularity contest because it's name recognition. People have heard the name Donald Trump. They've heard the name Hillary Clinton. And for a lot of the people that are supporting them, it don't matter what they're saying. I heard of her. She's a woman. I want a woman president. I'm a vote for him. I heard of him. He's on that TV show I used to like to watch, and he's saying he wants to keep Muslims out. I'm a vote for him. A lot of it is a popularity contest. But I'm going to move on from this. Renee, you know what we're talking about in the next segment, so call us back, all right?
Hey,
Okay.
Renee.
Sounds good, Marcus.
All right, cool.
Love you.
And you know how Steppin with Marcus J. Live from the Den, Legacy Internet Radio. Mr. 3375, we took 10 minutes of your segment. I hope you don't mind. But we're going to take a walk into the Champipple room, and I got what you asked me to get. You just tell me what you need, and the brother got
Can I
you.
get a glass?
Man.
I need the lights down. I need my lava lamp.
Can we turn the lights out?
I need my leopard skin rug.
Can we turn the lights out?
My disco ball in the middle of the room.
Boom, boom, wow.
I need my champagne and my Ripple mixed together. It's welcome to my Champipple room.
I declare Jesus. What the world?
Okay, we're gonna get a little serious right now. I got a clip from the Fresh Prince. The scenario was they got pulled and took into jail because they was in a fancy car, and I'm gonna play the clip right now. And right after the clip, Nick, I want your opinion on it.
All right, here we go. So, of course, right when he tells me to play it, I don't know what he gave me, but it's giving me a little bit of trouble. I don't know what you
Nights
gave me,
like
man.
this, I wish that raindrops will fall.
Oh.
Or Ripple.
What you give me,
It
man?
does if he was hanging out with a pimp.
Your
No, that would be
All right, I'm gonna play it.
Superfly.
your clip ain't working for me there, brother. I don't know what you gave me there.
What is
If you
Marcus
can
mumbling?
effort it
Yeah,
over there,
I got it right here.
I'm gonna effort it over here,
All right.
and I'm gonna try it over here one more time.
No, if y'all really want to do the Champipple room, y'all should be doing some Teddy Pendergrass.
Turn them off.
All right, I think I might have it.
Turn off.
Let's.
Light a
All right, here we go.
Here we go.
Dad, who is in charge here?
I am.
Let those kids out.
These kids are car thieves.
And you have made a big mistake. Now, I don't know how you got that bogus confession out of them, but those two boys haven't stolen a thing from anyone. This has got to be the biggest amateur operation I've seen since Mayberry RFD.
Did you ask your wife to calm down?
Calm yourself, Barney Fife.
Vivian, please. Now, officers, I'm sure we can clear this whole matter up quite easily.
Could you please sit down? We're busy now.
Oh, honey, we're about to get very busy.
Sit down.
Hey! You don't talk to my wife like that.
Now, wait a minute, buddy. Who the hell do you think you're talking?
Who the hell do you think you're talking to?
What's going on here?
Can I help you, sir?
I'm Henry Firth.
Good news, Mr. Firth. Your car is safe and sound, and we've got the perpetrators.
Those aren't the perpetrators. Those are my partner's son and nephew.
Partner?
Legal partner. I've got a few questions for you. When you got this alleged confession from these two young men, did they have a lawyer present? No, because I'm their lawyer. Did you notify their parents? No, because we're their parents. So, officer, don't tell us to wait. And don't tell us to sit down. Just open that damn cell and let those two boys out of there. I'm going to tie this place up in so much litigation that your grandchildren are going to need lawyers.
Okay, Nick, what's your thoughts on that? Just that little clip.
Just that little clip?
Yeah.
What's the date of this clip?
90
1990 something?
Yeah.
That wouldn't work in today's world
Why?
because poor Will and Carlton would have been shot on sight.
They wouldn't have made it to the jailhouse.
Damn.
Exactly.
They wouldn't make it to the jailhouse.
Right.
We laughing, but that's dead ass.
Yeah, that's
serious.
dead serious, yeah.
It's
Yeah.
sad. It
It's
really
sad.
is.
Because two guys was riding in a fancy car, they just got pulled. And they just assumed just because it wasn't in their name, it was stolen.
Stolen.
Well, can we go to Aunt Viv real quick?
Yeah.
How many times would Aunt Viv been beat down in the jailhouse for stepping up and taking her earrings off in front of some white police officers?
Yeah.
I mean, they've killed folks for
Threatened
putting
violence.
their hands up,
Right.
talking about it won't me.
Right.
Yep.
And we
Should've been shot
must
for
remember
threatening
this
violence.
was in a little. They got stopped in a small town.
Right.
Yeah. So it's probably like Mayberry.
Man,
You
he
know.
said
That's
that
why
too.
she called him Barney Fife.
What you got, SY?
I'm good with them.
You good with them? Mm-hmm. Well, what I see was, I get everything y'all saying, but what I see was no matter how powerful a black man is, you know, he was like the head judge. No matter how powerful that black man was, they only listened to that white man when he came in that room.
Yeah.
That's what I
true.
took
Yes.
from that. And after that, Phil came in and co-signed on that.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna be devil's advocate.
Okay.
You know what? Phil made. I think Phil punked out a little bit at the beginning, and I'm gonna say that, and I'm gonna quantify why I say it. You notice he let Viv take the lead, which is what society believes that women do anyhow. They believe that the women take over for black men and let them speak because that's what has proliferated all the way through the times as we know now.
Right.
He didn't say too much at first. And then he said, Viv, you know what? Be quiet for a minute. And she still kept on going. Well, as soon as the white man said something, like you said, then he got some authority.
Right.
He felt like he could sit there and accentuate what he was trying to say. He could what's the word I want to use? Come on, that's why you helping me out. He could emphasize his masculinity right then because he
Right.
got backup from the white man who was his partner.
It was
He
almost
didn't
like
do that.
verification.
Yeah, he had to have verification before he stood up, which to me, and Marcus J made a point on, I can't remember, was it on your Facebook page or was it on the other page about everybody wants to talk about Uncle Tom, but they don't want to sit there and talk about Sambo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the one you should be talking
He was
about.
stepping and fetching right there. Real
Yeah.
talk.
That's
He
the
was
one.
stepping and fetching. I mean, I see that.
Right.
And that's why when in the last time we sit there and talked about, you know, what would we do? You know, would I sit there and smack the piss out of a white dude who punched me in my mouth? Yeah. In the middle of the whole election, in the middle of the whole conference or whatever he was doing.
Right.
It was a one of them things, man.
You have spirit fingers. What's all this about?
Hey, Marcus, I know you. We went over this clip earlier today.
We did. We did.
What was your thoughts on it?
Well, I disagree with Joe in the sense that Uncle Phil took a non-dominant role because what I saw with Uncle Phil was almost like a slow burn. You know what I mean? Like he came in like, yo, you don't need to have my boys in this position. Where he got outraged was when his woman was disrespected.
Correct.
That's
He really
when he
didn't even get outraged. Okay,
Yeah, he did.
I hear you, but
He did.
As levels to outrage, it's for me.
Like, I mean, and the listeners can't see the video. We can.
Right.
And the listeners, if you watch The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, you probably saw this episode when we saw it 20 years ago, whenever it was. The truth of the matter is, I mean, we can debate it, and you can tell me what you think, and I can tell you what I think. But what I saw was a man that came in there and saw his boys behind bars like, yo, you need to get my boys out of here, man. It's crazy, man. Y'all wilding. But when this dude spoke to his lady inappropriately, he was about to freaking go across that damn counter.
Yeah, but he
when
didn't.
He didn't because he was speaking to the man. It was only when the white dude came in behind him
that he got
it
validation.
hadn't gotten that far. No, I agree with that. He got validation at that point from the people who were in control of letting his boys out. But that's not to say that he wasn't ready to snap. It was simultaneous. Now remember, this is a sitcom, it's TV, it's not real. But if we're talking about the timing of the episode, how things happened in that episode, he was going to go crazy on this dude. It just so happened that the white dude walked in behind him and almost stopped him from ripping this dude's head off from talking that mess to his lady.
Right.
That's how that went down there.
And think about it. Viv perpetrated a mom with a strong personality.
Yes.
So she really didn't need anybody to have her back. She had her own back.
Right.
She could speak her own mind.
And she also, for the purposes of comedy, was saying it in a comedic way. She was the tongue in cheek. Uncle Phil was a straight man, to use comedic terms, and he was about to go in.
Straight.
Yeah.
Gig.
Your look-alike, Joe.
Okay.
That's right.
Don't we call you that in the clubs?
They call me that period. But you know what? I don't have an issue with that. But I still can't see. And you know what? Like you said, that's just one of those things.
Right now?
Huh?
You throwing stones at Uncle Phil right
Never
now?
that. No. James Avery is he's one of my heroes.
Rip.
I just still, it still played a bit of typecast and step and fetch just a little bit.
I just think this outrageous that that's what you think.
Okay, well, that's your business.
Does anybody else think that it's outrageous that he's taking this position? Am I tripping?
Calm.
I mean, for me, and that's what I'm
Step
saying.
and fetch it. That's a leap, though.
Well, let me do this. He came in a little timid for me.
No, but he came in calm because he's a judge.
Right.
And he wasn't a judge yet.
Let's play it one more time.
He wasn't a judge.
Let's play. Hey, look, we got time. You know what I mean? As Jay Grizzy would say, we run the building. Let's play it again and see.
Dad, who is in charge here?
I am.
Let those kids out.
These kids are car thieves.
And you have made a big mistake. Now, I don't know how you got that bogus confession out of them, but those two boys haven't stolen a thing from anyone. This has got to be the biggest amateur operation I have seen since Mayberry RFD.
Did you ask your wife to calm down?
Calm yourself, Barney Fife.
Vivian, please. Now, officers, I'm sure we can clear this whole matter up quite easily.
Could you please sit down? We're busy now.
Oh, honey, we're about to get very busy out here.
Sit down.
Hey! You don't talk to my wife like that.
Now, wait a minute, buddy. Who the hell do you think you're talking?
Who the hell do you think you're talking to?
What's going on here?
Can I help you, sir?
I'm Henry Firth.
Good news, Mr. Firth. Your car is safe and sound, and we've got the perpetrators.
Those aren't the perpetrators. Those are my partner's son and nephew.
Partner?
Legal partner. I've got a few questions for you. When you got this alleged confession from these two young men, did they have a lawyer present? No, because I'm their lawyer. Did you notify their parents? No, because we're their parents. So, officer, don't tell us to wait, and don't tell us to sit down. Just open that damn cell and let those two boys out of there. I'm going to tie this place up with so much litigation that your grandchildren are going to need lawyers.
He's still a little mellow with the way he's saying it. But just like you could tell somebody off without cursing, just like you can get your point across without cursing,
That's what
he
you
got
think he
his
did?
point across without being rowdy.
Okay.
I mean, he was a little mellow,
all
a little
right.
mellow
Well,
for my taste, but
He was mellow when they walked in together because she had it.
Yeah.
She had it.
But she shouldn't have had it.
Yeah, but you know what?
But
She
you
did.
know how,
She
you
did.
know how women are.
You know how women are, but at
Those
the
are my
but at
kids,
the
and I
end of the
would've been
day,
like, oh, hell
but you know
no.
what though?
Right.
I get the dominant male persona, but the reality is sometimes your lady got it, and she had it. She had it.
Yeah.
It was when the dude was disrespectful to her
That he
when he
kicked in.
lost his shit.
Right.
That's when he
really
looked.
didn't lose it though, El.
I just
I mean,
don't. I don't see.
What did you want? What did you want him to do? You
and I have
wanted
to put it back into perspective. I have to reel myself back in because if you have my child locked up and it's only two of y'all, I got different feelings on that. See, y'all know me and y'all know how I am, and you know you would have sit there and be like, "Hey, big bro, shut up." because you know what? Maybe you need to shut up, man.
Do you think they would have locked him up?
Well, no, they would have probably shot him right there.
Okay, so maybe that's one of the reasons he was as mellow as he was.
Don't tell me that, because now you saying that you. For me, when you say that he was mellow, it was that you were scared to take a bullet for your kid.
Not necessarily scared, but there's a way to handle things.
I mean, you know, there's something to be said for somebody that would take a bullet for their kid. I got you on that. But for that to be something that's even close to a primary option is nonsense, because you're not going to help your kid by being in the ground.
Okay.
And so if you can have a discussion and say, all right, chill, let me see if we can have a discussion here prior to it. And, you know, you can be alpha male all you want,
No, that
but
has
don't.
nothing to
But,
do with that.
I think it does. I think it does. I think it
say
does.
that because I understand.
You wanted him to be
position.
aggressive and get himself shot.
No, that's not. No,
That's what you wanted.
That's
gonna
not
kill
what I
Uncle
wanted.
Phil.
But
Don't kill
what
Uncle
it
Phil.
is understanding the point of the man, understanding and having been drawn into those type of situations.
I think that you wanted him
understand
to be alpha male and get himself
I
shot.
mean, what I wanted to be was more of a man and a black man. Stand up and do what a black man was supposed to do.
So a
He
black,
acted like a
so
bitch.
a black man,
Get my back, baby.
you know, who walks into the room with his strong-willed woman, who we watched handle it.
She didn't handle it.
She did handle
Well,
it.
she was
and when,
handling
and
it.
when
What did
she handle?
All right, well,
Look,
did they
all right,
move any
well,
faster
let me
when they
present
did it?
let me
Hell
present
no.
something. Let
They
me
sit
present
there
something to
looking
you.
at
Let
it
me
like
let me
Switzerland.
let me
They didn't do
present
anything.
let me
No.
present something to you, right? Everybody who knows me knows that a lion is very key to who we are at Legacy Internet Radio and who I am as a man. It's our mascot here at Legacy Internet Radio, a lion. When it's time to eat, who's the one that goes out and makes sure that everybody eats? The lioness. It's the lioness. Let me finish. It's the
sent her?
lioness who goes out and kills.
Who
But if
sent
they,
her?
it's fine. It's fine.
He didn't send her. She
Fine.
took it upon herself
Just
to
listen.
go.
Just listen. The lioness goes out and takes down the prey. But when the prey is too much, that's when the male lion comes in and finishes
So
the
she
job.
said, "Rawr, Big Daddy, come get it."
That's when that's when he finishes the job. And so it's okay for her to go out and take the lead, but when the lead is too much for her, that's when he comes in and finishes the job.
Well, if that's the case, why do we have so many issues with the fact that women are strong and leading society today, and black men are sitting back being meek and mild?
Well, I mean, we can certainly debate that. I mean, that's a different conversation, but we can certainly debate that.
Get that next time.
Because we can get it next time. But the one thing that I will say to that now, because you brought it up, Mr. 3375,
I'm sorry.
you're going to take us to our next clip. But what the deal is with that, there's historical value to that, because we know during slavery time, when every time a male showed dominance, a male was either sold off, castrated, or was made to be embarrassed in front of his women, in front of his children. And because that woman saw that happen to her man, she was so fearful of what would happen to her male children. She shielded him. She babied him. She coddled him. She turned him into the P word.
Punk?
A punk. But not that P word.
Not that P word.
So that was something that happened from generation to generation to generation. That's why you got these mama's boys now that's more effeminate than they mamas.
Wearing skinny jeans.
I got a hit on social media from Michelle. She said, I think Vivian handled it, and Uncle Phil took care of the situation without being unruly and keeping it together. Exactly. I believe that he behaved as a black man standing up for his wife and family.
I agree. 100% agree. You know,
That's your feelings.
No, I can dig it. Ain't no how Steppin with Marcus J live from the den.
Okay.
Legacy Internet Radio, Mr. 3375. We got another one?
We got another clip. We're going to switch it. This one is from Family Matters. Roll it. Joe, we're going to start off with you.
Are you out of your mind? This is a school assignment. It's pretend. We're not married. We're not engaged. We're not even dating, and we never will be. But I thought you'd What I like is for you to leave me alone.
Laura,
not worthy of you, but I just can't help loving you. It's like wanting to touch a star. You know you'll never reach it, but you've just got to keep trying.
Steve, why do you always say things like that?
These last 2 weeks have been wonderful for me. It's the closest I'll ever get to marrying you. That's why I wanted you to have this. No strings attached, just the one to my heart.
Big Joe, give me something on this clip, bro. Give me something on this clip, bro.
Wow.
Yo, did we go from one punk extreme to the other?
Wow.
Yo, hey, you know what? I like Urkel. Yeah. Urkel was all right with me. Yeah. I remember this episode because I sat there like with yesterday. My daddy. I'm going to tell you, my daddy looked at me like, hey, boy, if you ever. Hey, and y'all know Pops J. Yo, L, you know. Yo, Marcus J, you know Pops J. Pops J looked, boy, boy. And he was stuttering. And I was sitting there like, nah, but, boy, if you, Okay. First of all.
Lot to respond to here.
First of all, let's start off with the whole elephant in the room. Urkel was in love, and I can never discount a man who was in love, and that's how he felt for the lady who did not want him, and he did not realize how he needed to step off when, that's an old term. Y'all don't know about it. That's a 90s term. Step off.
Oh, I know step off.
Yeah. When somebody don't want you.
Hakeem said he ain't know Urkel had game like that.
What game, Hakeem?
Urkel had mad game.
He had mad game.
Oh, I forgot. I got some estrogen in the room.
Especially when he's turned into Steppin.
Hello.
But he won't step on right then, though.
I know.
He won't step on. But come on, y'all. Quit playing. I'm so sick right now that I'm like, if first of all, you yell at me, and he's genuinely opening up his heart and his feelings to you, and you get cut off like that, and then he still continues. The only reason that I did it is because I would never touch a stuff. Man, sit your dumb ass down and let it go.
You just said he was in love.
I don't care.
Did you not just say he was in love? But you know what
does love got to do with this? Tina Turner, Ike beat Tina. He loved her too.
No, he didn't.
No. Yeah, he loved her.
No, he didn't. He loved the money she was bringing in.
Eat the cake, Etta Mae.
He loved the money she was bringing in.
Okay, that was some love.
So he was in love with her. So of course he's going to express himself to her. He don't know anything else.
He got snapped on by this chick.
There's nothing else he can do.
You know what? First of all, he should have flat blasted the both of them. Yeah, Orange Juice Jones. That's right. I saw you and him walking in the rain. Take your ass back in the rain.
Did you say flat blast?
Yes, he did.
Yes, he did.
Wow. Here's what I think about this one. I think that
I'm sorry, Steven.
Oftentimes we get selective in our clips. As a man, we hear clips that validate how we feel about relationships, and then we can play a similar clip from another show, whatever that show is. I don't have it in my mind right now, but I'm sure it's out there that we can play that would, kind of flip the role. I think too many times we're just not sensitive to each other. She was mean to him unnecessarily. She just didn't have to be that mean to him.
She did not have to.
She just didn't have to be that mean to him. She knew how he felt about her, and she didn't care. And she saw the pain in his face, and she still didn't care. And I think if we're speaking specifically for this particular relationship, I think that there could have been some sensitivity that Laura could have had for Steve that she didn't have. And I think if we're going to apply that to relationships, and I think that's the reason, Jay, why we did this, I think too many times, like most relationships has a top. Nobody likes to admit that, but that's a reality. Most relationships has a top. There's somebody in a relationship that like a little more than the other one like. Right. You know what I mean? And it's not politically correct to say that, but I don't have stuff.
But it's the truth.
It's the truth. And so he liked more than she liked. And when you're the one that likes more, the other person has the power.
Yep.
Yeah, because you got the feelings.
Because you got the feelings.
Well, their relationship was a little bit more different. He was
in love with her, quote unquote. He liked her in a different way.
Yes.
She didn't like him in the same way that he liked her.
Yes, which makes
it wasn't
which
a,
makes
I
her
like
the top.
you, you like me. It was I love you,
Right.
and she's like, oh,
You in
I
the
like
friend
you
zone.
like my neighbor living next door.
You my
in the
little
friend
brother.
zone.
You my
in
little
the
brother.
friend
Yes.
zone. Yeah.
Friend zone only.
Yes.
Friend zone.
Okay.
Which makes her the top.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
Which makes him
and
the dummy.
this
Not a
abuse went on, and this actual abuse went on for years.
Abuse. Listen to the word. Say it again.
Abuse.
Over and over and over again.
Unnecessarily.
Unnecessarily.
Heavy D
Yeah.
drop.
But at the same time, that was still her best friend. She still rolled with him.
Absolutely.
And when he became Stephon, what she did?
She
Yeah.
was really
Bang.
rolling with him.
But Stephon was cool though. This is
But
for
it was
the
still
cool.
Urkel. Okay. Okay.
Yeah. But Stephon was cool. He had some
She's
lines
like,
that
get in the
days,
machine.
bro.
Get in the machine.
Yeah, get in the machine.
When he became Stephon, she was all over him.
Yeah.
Why? Because
Because
a
he
look.
has suave.
He
now
has-
he
he has some
turned into
swagger.
Rico Suave
Yeah.
instead of Steve.
But
He
you
was,
know
like,
what, though?
smooth.
There's something to be said for a person who presents themselves the way they are, and sometimes you just ain't cool. Sometimes you just ain't the cool guy. Now, there's
Right.
nothing wrong with her because she did not like Steve.
Right. No.
There's nothing wrong with her. It's okay that she did not like Steve.
She didn't have to present it that
She
way.
did not have to be mean to
About it.
Steve
Correct.
That's it.
Yeah.
and like Stephon. And I think that's part of the problem because, and I'm not going to make this a gender thing because guys do this, women do this, but just because a person may not be in your normal wheelhouse
Right.
does not mean that they don't have qualities that might be appealing to you.
Right.
Right.
But
And if they do not, it doesn't mean you got to be mean to them, Jay.
But at the same time, remember that episode when Steve got his girl
When she got
Myra.
jealous.
and she got
When
jealous.
Myra-
She
And
got
she
mad.
got jealous.
Mhm.
Like, dang, Steve don't come around no more.
Right.
That's when I first knew
hawking
she had a thing for him.
He
Yeah.
started to realize.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So,
I mean,
but let
You
me ask
never
another
realize what you
question.
have till it's
Myra
done.
was like, "Oh no, honey."
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question.
Yes, sir.
So
I love the symbolism, Big Bro Joe.
Yeah.
I love how we're taking a TV show from 20 years ago and we're
Bringing it in,
applying
and we're
it.
applying it to
Yeah.
today.
Yes, sir.
Hey,
Exactly.
yeah.
Yes, sir.
Exactly.
I gotta put this out here. Hey, Mr. 335. Listen.
7'5".
He gonna say it right one
Pull
day.
your shirt up.
He gonna say it right.
Put the cup away.
Put the cup away.
One day he gonna say it right.
Put that juice
But
down.
my thing is like this: how does this correlate to best friends who have grown up from the womb?
Yeah.
I'm
Pretty much.
gonna shake this. I'm gonna shake
Pretty
this out
much.
for a minute. You grew up from the womb, male, female. You buds, you best friends. You grew up in the same crib. You drank out the same bottle. I took the bottle out your mouth. We drank it. We kicking it. Da 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 da. Okay, so now we five. We roll to school together. Yeah, we boys and girls, but we don't feel that way because we just people. Next thing you know, we in high school. Oh wait, she look kind of good.
Yeah.
Man, go ahead, man. She my sister. Next thing you know, you done kiss your sister.
Yeah. Love and basketball.
Love and
all day.
basketball. Love and basketball.
All day.
All day?
Yeah. All day.
And then you turn around and it's like, bam, God, what did I
Yeah.
say?
That because when you young like that, you're not looking at
You don't
women
see
like
that.
that.
You don't-
Exactly.
But
Yeah.
what do you do now? Because there's a lot of situations and instances when should you still just be friends and leave that
Yeah.
intimacy alone?
Well, a
that's
lot
a-
of times
because you
sex
can
complicates
Yeah.
things.
I was about to say that.
But
That's a
it's
decision
good,
you
though.
have to make.
Yep.
Do you want to ruin this friendship?
But you don't know if
step
you're going to
over-
ruin it.
Exactly.
Do you take that
But
It's a
chance?
decision.
But that's when you have that open, honest
Yeah, man.
conversation.
That's when
Men
you-
ain't that good,
grown-up
y'all. I'm
conversation.
sorry. I'm
I
gonna
get
be
it.
a man
Yeah.
for a minute.
We not
I'm
that
gonna
good.
be a man
Yeah.
for
We
a
not
minute.
that
We
good.
ain't
Yeah.
that good.
You
We'll
got-
mess
all
it up.
mature a whole lot.
We will mess it up.
Ooh, did
we
I
will
sit
mess
there
it
and
up.
say that?
We will mess
You
it
all
up.
mature a whole lot faster
Yes.
than we because
We
we will mess
definitely
up
would. Yeah.
a wet dream.
Yep.
If
Yeah.
and I mean that with every
Yeah.
sense of the
That's
word.
I
a
agree.
damn shame.
Yo,
We
but
would
Big Sis,
definitely-
come on, tell
And
the
you see
truth.
what he did as soon as they got to college. He messed it up.
He
Right.
messed it up.
Yep.
He got mad because she couldn't do what he wanted her.
And his dad done pissed him off.
And you take it out on the
Don't
person
take it
that's
out.
caring and loving you
That
and
was
has
there
been
from
loving
you
you
since
Exactly.
for the whole
sandbar
time.
days.
Right.
Dwayne and Whitley
Yeah.
got married.
Yep. But at the end of Family Matter, she
but
did
didn't
get
grow
with the
up
real
together,
Steve
but-
Urkel, though.
She got with the real
Real
Steve.
Urkel. But that because it became an astronaut. She wanted that money.
No, she didn't.